And welcome to Shadows of Men Campaign 2, Episode 52.
Woohoo!
Woo!
We're alive!
How
We're
are we
alive.
still alive? Physically.
How
I
am
think
I
we're
still
all
alive?
like this.
Wait a minute, 52 episodes and we still haven't beaten the final boss? Damn. We're
Damn.
slacking. We're
Actually,
definitely
this
not
is
good
around.
speedrunners.
Well, I mean, to be fair, this is going to be longer than the first campaign. Anyways,
Yeah, this is gonna be long.
it's been a bit.
course.
Forgive me. I got a new full-time job. I needed rest in order to keep, so I could, not overwork myself. But we're back.
We're still in
Yay.
college.
I am not dead.
Yet.
Anyways,
Still
y'all
crushing
ready?
How you aren't dead yet.
Nope, but
Yeah.
when has that
Yep.
ever stopped us?
Yeah.
Get a new shtick!
So when last we left the wolf pack, Adya, the Wolfkin barbarian, Ari, the Air Genasi monk, Armin, the devilish Asamar ranger barbarian, Celica, the Katashtar druid artificer, Lipia, the Inugami rogue paladin, Renee, the gnome wizard, and Roderick, the Goliath fighter. The
Bard.
party, or the Goliath fighter bard. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's been a bit.
It's been a hot minute.
The party consider what to do next, as well as discovering certain information regarding the leader of the Silent Death and a mysterious meeting with an old question mark.
That's one way of putting it.
Oh, question mark. I wonder who that could be.
After personal conversations and pursuing forward, the party has woken up after a long rest and meet in their living room, so to speak, in their manor, to discuss their next move after dealing with the orphanage kerfuffle. So, you guys are in the living room
Yeah.
discussing your next move, because you have 2 side quests and reasons to return to Utha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sitting there drinking, sipping some coffee.
Yeah.
Did
Lippy's
Armin put liquor in his coffee?
God damn right.
Yeah, I knew it.
So breakfast ale.
No, he put
Hell
whiskey
yeah.
in his coffee.
Alright, keep it in character.
So,
So,
Whoa. Anybody else hungry?
mm,
You know what? I am famished.
so after fighting that bitch of a woman,
Oh
I
yeah.
could eat. As he stands up, starts to walk towards the kitchen to get like some bread first for some food.
That sounds like a plan.
sit down, sit down. Discuss.
Yeah, before, by the way, this is Ari speaking, just because, they said they were going to talk about it with you all next session, so this is only
Yeah.
Before, you all eat, me and, Roderick, so we, last night we went out, as I was contacted by, someone who had, an offer for me.
Oh.
Alright.
Offer?
I wasn't ready for this conversation this morning.
Yes,
What'd you say, Roderick?
He's like, I wasn't ready to talk about this morning, but we got to.
What?
What was the offer?
so they knew my, old captain, and, they heard of what happened, so they had 3 Silent Death members for me. I let the guards have them. I didn't kill them.
Fine.
And about that,
The person.
unfortunately, the gods took them to the Benjamin Morwood prison, and we know who may have a connection in this. They are most likely out.
Yeah.
I tried to convince them not to not take them there, but unfortunately, I'm not as persuasive.
You tried.
You
That's
did-
all you can do,
You did
Roderick.
try, but apparently you guys all know the person who contacted me. A Hugo von Garmain.
Ah.
Excuse me?
Armin's eyes squint and his fists clench. He spoke to you.
Yes, apparently he said that one of your former companions, a Omen, was the reason why you had all attacked him before. and he was willing to let bygones be bygones. I'm missing a lot of context, I'm wagering. By the way, Renee, you should remember that name because I did give you information before about that.
A certain dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dude with the face.
Mhm.
Audric, you were there too?
He crosses his arms. He goes, "Yes, she decided to choose me to go for some reason.
Well, you
He was
seem
also
nice.
discussing about the. He also discussed about the cult and possibly working together against it. Like I said,
Armin,
like
go ahead.
he just says, but I take everything that he says to a grain of salt. Of course, I didn't outright say anything to him, but it's clear he's withholding information.
Of course
As he
he
always-
is. You know why he wants the cult gone, right? Because it gets rid of. Because they interfere with any plans he has. God,
Yeah.
God only knows what they are.
That's not exactly the only thing he discussed.
What?
What else?
What else did he discuss?
He brought up the Empress's plan.
He crossed his arms. What did he say?
The Empress is letting the cult invade. She's choosing not to stop it so that she can see Uther as well as Zargin become weaker so that she can come in and take over the entire continent. She knows they're coming.
Ravens above.
You may all roll a history check on Empress Orrington, just just for a refresher, and Matt, you can as well.
I don't need to.
You
do
don't need
those, do
to,
I?
because you know that this is very character for her.
Yeah, and with what Roger, had a wonderful, wonderful time with her last time. He's like, yeah, this is not surprising.
Make sure to call out your rolls, by the way.
18.
Nice.
Nice. Fucking nice, bro.
Nice, bro. Roderick and Renee.
Yep.
I'm just getting my
Bitch, be
sheet.
a
Is-
bitch.
Hold on, do I? No, it's only art.
Mm,
16.
15.
Renee, roll with advantage because of your magical, your history with the academy. Because
Okay.
your deal magic, an 18 with magic feels like it would be right up your alley.
Should I just roll again normally then?
Yeah, just
Or-
roll again normally.
Yeah.
So
No.
so as all of you probably know, and Renee, I'll just give you a different version. Yeah, you met the Empress. This is well within her wheelhouse. Hell, you do remember that she left her daughter in Utha. Oh, that might not be good. Renee, you know Orrington as akin to Sith ideology, like, for IRL example, the strong rule. Whoever has the most power, whoever betrays their master and gets away with it, who's ever clever enough to maintain power, they rule there. It is a nation of magical prowess and ability, but also of treachery and mistrust and secrecy. They haven't had a new ruler in almost 60 years, give or take, because this one lady, Empress Orton, took control when she was very young, and she has maintained power for a long time. A human woman, she is not to be trifled with. There's almost ghost stories of the Academy of her because of her prowess.
Mm.
I'll say any of the art of her.
Oh,
Ooh, nat
Madam
20 for
Celica.
Celica.
Celica, this is very in character. Though
Yeah.
you're not sure Tristane would go through because you knew her before. You've known her, albeit briefly. You're not sure if they would go through with the whole, hey, this is borderline genocide thing if she knew the full context.
Armin's eyes are wide, and he's like, his eyes are shifting side to side as he starts thinking. She is relying on them wiping each other out.
The thing is, though, it's hard for me to truly believe that she would go through with it if she
Tristan would.
actually.
Not the
Tristan,
Empress.
not
Yeah,
the
not
Empress.
If Justine knew exactly what was going on, I don't think she would allow it to go through. I mean, this
Then
right
it's clear
here
that she doesn't know.
is borderline genocide.
Yeah.
Again, that was assuming.
Yeah, so to TLDR a little bit, because Ari will also chime in. The Empress's plan, according to Hugo, is this. Let them invade Zargate, let the cult destroy the capital Julatin, and, let Zarkin go to war. Tristane there would then convince the Goliaths to go in and help, because what does a Goliath love if not a really good fight? Fighting a world-ending cult with dragons? Yeah, that would be one of the most glorious fights of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roderick's not.
And Paragua's probably already messed up because the cult's been in power for you guys don't even know how long. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the case.
So we really do have a problem, don't we? On our hands.
It seems
This will be a war on multiple fronts. Fuck.
Yeah, and with our gracious king not wanting to pick a side, things
will
could
not.
get really dicey.
He will not choose anything until the cult attacks.
Exactly.
We must take this one step at a time now.
Of course, do we
Every
have...
option must be looked at.
I really hope that one of those options does not involve the one that gave us this information, Roderick.
Amen. Unfortunately, that is an option. As much as it vexes me to say, we must not leave everything off the table if it means that entire countries and people die just for one woman to rule an entire continent.
Or worse, if the cult wins and no one's left alive.
That is what. Now, I'm gonna go make breakfast.
As he goes, sits down at the table and pours and replaces pours more whiskey into his coffee.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Alcoholic.
I know
barbecue.
this is a dire situation, but wouldn't you rather have at least some coffee with that whiskey?
He drinks that glass. He's got his hand over his eyes now. He just sticks his empty cup out.
Just fill it.
Pierre just poured some more whiskey. Here you go. I think you need this.
Please tell me there was some coffee in that Matassa.
Nope.
Nope.
It's coffee.
No whiskey.
It's coffee
Yeah.
liquor.
Good.
It's coffee
I
liquor.
Good. I do not want any more. He just keeps drinking. It's like, fuck, this sucks.
Stop drinking yourself to death.
I will not die of alcohol poisoning.
I don't think you can die from alcohol poisoning.
That's what you think.
You.
Armin's
should-
not hit.
well,
This is kind of exactly how I knew Armin was going to react. Though.
Yes, it is.
He's like a seer.
door.
Is
He's like
someone
a
knocking?
Libya
What's-
goes to the door.
Is that you knocking, Alex?
Yes, someone's knocking on the door. Just wait to see who would
I
pick
was,
up on it.
I was wondering. I was like, is someone like IRL knocking? Because I was
Roger's
like,
cooking.
what the hell?
Yeah, I just wanted to wait,
Yeah,
see how long it take you guys. Lippy, you check out the door. You see it's Ethan.
Hey, Ethan, what's up?
Good morning, Lady Lipia. May I come in? I have information for
Yeah.
all of you.
Of course. You can just call me Libya.
Very well, Lipia. I keep forgetting. He enters, seeing all of you.
Roger's cooking.
Oh, that smells wonderful, Sir Roderick.
Ethan.
I'm not a sir anymore. It's just Roderick.
Forgive me, I was raised to uphold decorum.
And I was raised to, throw that out the window.
I was
today.
sent here by
Here we are.
His Majesty himself.
Yes?
He just sighs.
I was just saying, like,
Oh, good. More terrible news.
what's up, Ethan? Please do continue, Ethan.
It's hard.
Would you mind pouring me a glass of that whiskey?
Just,
Oh,
just
well,
without hesitation.
funny enough.
All having whiskey.
Well, I
forever.
would prefer you not hold off on that, Sir Renee. I have information based on one of the informations you gave to our king, a matter regarding the silent death.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is my understanding you are on your way to Coopertown, yes?
Yes.
We believe that the silent death has taken control of has a base on the pathway to Coopertown. It is our belief that they may be continuing their plot, whatever it may be. I was not given the specifics of this, but His Majesty, in his infinite wisdom, decided to inform you all as a precaution should you, on your way, wish to deal with the threat.
He
Right.
just mutters something to himself.
Is he gonna try and hide that?
He's just like,
Are you trying to hide it?
Hide. As best you
wow,
can. Oh! Alright, look
wow.
at that's bad.
All right, you
That's your-
you're hiding something.
He just mutters, infinite wisdom.
Infinite wisdom, huh?
I understand you may not agree with all his
Oh
decisions.
my. Oh, that's perception, I think.
It'd be inside. I'm just gonna flavor it. It'd
Yeah.
be. I'll say. Actually, yeah, you're whispering it. Yeah, perception. Yeah, Ethan hears it. Perception.
Okay, yeah.
Wow. And that's 20 from Sullivan, then a now from one in stealth.
24 though.
That was a natural
25.
one, too.
Roderick hears it all.
Armin's just like, alright, yeah, Armin's just like, infinite wisdom is one way of saying it.
God damn it. You just hear Roger just go,
Libby kind of just elbows him lightly. He's like, dude, not now.
He sighs.
Regardless of what you may think of his decisions, it is His Majesty's will to be done. Now, I can mark it on your map where it is.
damn it.
Yeah. I believe.
Without
Yeah,
it getting
press it.
ruined.
Anyways,
In between the pathways of
user.
Merrington and Coopertown, a bit more south, as opposed to the brass collectives from a fortress to the north of Coopertown, southwestern, outside of Coopertown, and more centralized, near the coast of the mountain, is where we believe the stronghold may be.
right there. For the sake of this, just for the moment, there.
X.
Yeah, more or less.
X.
Alright.
X marks the spot of the silent death.
We believe that that is where they are.
Right.
We understand that you are, of course, exceptionally busy, but if you were to help with that, it may endeavor to weaken their reserves of whatever they are planning.
Right.
Oh, there's the eyes.
I thought we had met. I thought Ethan was there when we told Charles about what they have with them that in terms of attacking Juliton.
No, remember, everyone was sent out. Only you guys were taught in the room. You wished to speak to the king in private about certain things, remember?
That's right. I did forget that.
Yeah.
Armin's got good memory. Mine, I do not.
Yeah.
That's fair. We know, Richard.
But yes, that is where we believe that they may be.
Right. Thank you.
Yes.
We'll
This-
keep it in mind.
Yes.
Very good.
He looks at the others as Ethan is there with Lippy and Armin's like, I have some things to do beforehand. I will see myself out.
Not till after you eat breakfast.
Give me some damn bread.
No, you eat breakfast like a fucking person.
I like
Cook
bread.
it and then tell me. As he like walks out to the way.
Before we leave,
He said I was a child.
and there he goes.
Yep.
Well, you said before you leave, Armin stopped, turns to you. Yes.
Since we are going to Cooper Town, or roughly around that area, if we have the time, there's something there that I like to put in an attempt to take care of. I'm gonna need you guys' help with it.
Very well. And he turns and he walks away because he's gonna give a couple people the moment.
Wait, hold on. Wait, can I roll could I roll like a insight to see if Celica kind of picks up on the whole moment thing?
You are not doing this to me.
Oh yes, I am.
Sure, insight.
Roll with guidance.
He's not great at deception, so. Celica, you see as he was like his head was turned to you, as he was gonna walk away. You see his eyes turn towards Lippy and Ethan for a second, then back to you.
Celica just kind of thinks. Celica thinks for a second,
Nope.
and the thought of
Makes sense.
the thought of them and Barish and what a few of the party members have said, and there's it kind of like connect dots like, oh, okay, yeah, I should probably give them some time. So she's kind of just I'm gonna roll a deception.
Previous insights carry over, by the way. I'm just gonna say that because it's relative to the same thing. Celica just it's like, yeah, go ahead.
Fine, I'll just make breakfast for everyone else. They get to eat
Celica,
nice stuff.
Would Renee like to see what's going on?
Sure.
All you gotta do is just beat a 16. All I gotta do is beat Armin. Gotta be a 12.
Yeah, Renee, you can clearly
both of
tell
them.
that Armin and Celica are both like, yeah, we're gonna leave because we're gonna give Lippy and Ethan a moment.
you would see it. Celica's sort of just like you could tell that within their mind that a blush was going on for something else that they kind of just connected the dot with that pertains to them, that they've connected with those two, and it kind of just pushes it down as they quickly get up and walk away.
From the DM's perspective, Renee, you have been to many noble and social gatherings among people, and one of the biggest gossips is certain tension around two people and the scandal around that. So you've learned to identify when that sort of thing is going on. You sense some tension between Lipia and Ethan of a similar nature.
I look at those who are leaving, and Lipia and Ethan. I'm like, silently just, oh. Well, I just remembered I have to go into town today to get some silk for some new clothes that I'm ordering. Have fun, everyone. I will be back soon.
Roderick's still being clueless, just like, fine then, I guess Ethan and Livia get to have.
Yep, everyone leaves, but Roderick, Lipia, and Ethan are even
Roderick
goes
just,
up and like, oh, I'll join you on this joining thing. Yes.
Roderick is just cooking. Roderick's making breakfast, and he's just like, this is making breakfast for everybody. What the fucking breakfast? Bullshit.
Armin did say just call him when breakfast is done.
He did say that, yeah.
But either way, Lipia and Ethan are left alone.
He looks around like, what?
Well, as much as I would love to stay for dinner, Roderick, oh, my bad, breakfast, it's been a long shift, I unfortunately am required elsewhere soon, so I...
No! Sit your ass down.
Intimidation check.
I will make you a breakfast sandwich, and you will take it on your way. Hold on, I want to double check if I have. I don't think I have advantage anymore on it, but I want to double check real quick.
Just raises her eyebrows, thinking, what is wrong with everyone today?
No advantage on the intimidation anymore. But I'll do this.
Please roll 17.
19.
19. Sit your ass down.
Yes, sir.
You gotta
He
fucking
sits
go.
down. He sits down at the table.
Good. Lipia, you sit.
Yes, sir!
You can roll wisdom against that intimidation. I'm just gonna let you know.
I know I can.
I love that.
From the zero.
That
You can
means
still beat it. Just roll a natural 19.
No.
Never mind.
You did
No.
not have advantage, so
no, Lipia, you're like, okay.
This is Parrot Roderick. Just be like, no, someone's eating breakfast here.
Okay, Roderick, roll quick to show us, like, as you two sit, it feels like there's a few, it feels like a silent eternity, as Ethan, like, almost looks like, yeah, you make a good breakfast sandwich. You almost look for something to say, so Lipia, like, he's trying to look for something to say. Lipia, you may engage the conversation if you wish.
Oh, the king, I want you to be honest with me. No titles, no duties. What do you honestly believe about the cult of Athudan possibly being back?
Well, it would be of concern, but unfortunately, according to what His Majesty has told me, there was no substantial proof to even consider such an option. Were they back, it would be a danger, I suppose, depending on their strength and what they had, but according to His Majesty, there was nothing of substantial proof in order to suggest such a notion.
Oh. Ethan, I want to know what you truly believe.
That is what he truly believes. Again, like, remember, he wasn't in the room with the stuff, and he only was told what his king tells him. He's a little more to you guys, but there is no substantial proof.
That's fair. That's fair. Ethan, I'm gonna be honest with you. I met someone from the cult of Athudan when I was in Uther.
Did you have proof or symbology of Athudan on them?
No.
Oh, no, you don't.
Well, if this person is
Well,
dangerous, I should keep an eye out for them, but there isn't much I can do. Again, His Majesty has decreed it that we are to look for the Oaken River Princess and return her to her nation, regardless of circumstance that brought her here.
A lot of things don't make sense at the moment.
Hello? Okay.
Yeah, we hear,
Hello.
There
Yeah,
you go.
we
Now the
can
mic's
hear
working.
you.
but
Yep.
no,
A lot
but
of things don't make sense at the moment.
you're a little quiet, by the way, Libya.
Oh, sorry. A lot of things don't make sense at the moment.
No, they do not. But until His Majesty deems it acceptable with substantial evidence that this court is indeed the threat that you may claim it to be, he will not act.
And and what if it's too late by the time there is proof?
I do not know. I wish I did. We have our defenses that could handle, though still prepared, they could handle an adult and young dragon. And it'll have to be
Okay,
enough.
I don't think Roderick has told them how much exactly kind of dragons they have.
No,
Has he?
no, he hasn't. So
No.
for now, all we may do is pray to the gods that King Charles does know what he is doing.
I hope for this country and for your sake he does. I really do.
You must forgive his reluctance to enter conflict. The last conflict and the last fight that he had taken part in costed him his brother's life. It is a cruel thing to watch family die in front of you at the hands of your own blood. I cannot imagine he is eager to lose anyone else to conflict when he can avoid it.
That I don't blame him for. No one wants to lose family. Especially not to their own.
No, but their parents did what they did. And I understand his reasoning. I may not agree with him necessarily, but until such time as I am no longer a knight of his court, then I am honor bound to carry out his decisions, no matter my personal preference.
Lipia smiles and says, "You're a good man."
I try to be, Lady Livia.
Just lip. I've never told you my real name, have I?
Yes, you have. Mataz, I believe.
Yes, it is. You can call me that if you want. I
Very
don't
well,
care.
Lady Mataza. At this point, Roger, you come out with breakfast sandwiches.
He just sets them down, just kind of like slightly aggressively, like eat.
I shall eat it on my way
That's
to. I shall eat it on my way to my posting. Thank you, Roderick.
Thanks, Roderick. Good luck, Ethan.
No worries.
Roger called for everybody else to get food.
Did you call for everyone else, Roderick?
No, because he only made 2 sandwiches because 2 people wanted to stay and eat.
Motherfucker,
He
I
didn't
said
care.
call. He said
All right,
call when
but-
it's done.
Yep,
Say that.
Deal.
yep. But,
Okay.
alright, well, you guys are all out and about as, yeah, so, Renee, roll D100, I guess.
Oh, good.
Just say, Roger heard that. He just didn't give a fuck. Didn't want to stay for breakfast? Don't get breakfast. Get your own breakfast.
You find those silks. You actually do find a good silk store if you were actually looking for one.
Question: with the amount of gold that Celica has, is there anywhere where Celica could find more resources to make munitions for their new?
Yeah, like iron shipments, stuff like that. You could probably buy that at the All Right Scale Smith, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah, it's the alright skill stuff.
So, how much would it cost to
I would-
produce?
I'd probably wait until Renee's stuff is done though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, right, yeah. Right. My bad.
Yep. But yeah, you're fine,
Oh,
Jacob.
dude.
But for now, Renee, was there anything specific you wanted to do, or were you just trying to give them space?
It was more or less just trying to give them the space.
Fair enough. Then yeah, Jacob. You're trying to. How much ammunition are you trying to make, and for what? For the gun? Which gun again?
It's the new gun.
And how much ammunition are you trying to make?
As close to 108 rounds as I can.
108. And with lead, I would say with what he has on stock, which let me roll something. I would say you'll be able to get 60 rounds worth of material to work with throughout the day, because he doesn't really have a lot of lead on hand. I would say, at least for your purposes, I would say that will cost you roughly, because this is going to be a lot of lead and, the practice of it, I'm going to say it costs you around 1,500 gold.
Okay. So I don't have 1,500. Wait, actually, I do. I believe. Wait, hold on. 100 platinum is 10. Was it 10
100
gold?
platinum is 1,000 gold.
1,000? Okay.
Yeah, $1 to $10 basically is that equivalence range.
Okay. So this is gonna drain the bank a little bit. That's okay.
We also have more money at the house.
You do know that we have a shit ton of money, right?
And Celica's
Mhm.
not gonna touch that money. At this
You
moment.
can.
Yeah, but that's the character decision. Don't again, no backseat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Celica is the thing is Celica, like it's sure we earn that gold, but Celica feels that touching that gold right now would not be the best idea. Honestly, considering what we have at hand, we should probably save it in the event that we need something a little bit, bigger than just a few rounds of munitions.
so yeah, I will say yeah. So I'll say also roll a Tinkerer's Tools check to make the ammunition.
All right, so that's gonna drop me down to say 1,000 gold there, and bring me down to 2 pieces of gold left and 50 platinum. Okay. Alrighty. Tinker's Tool. Guidance. Okay, and the B4.
It'll take you till the evening, but you'll be able to make it. The way you do it is that, like with this, you have to make it specifically shaped. So each individual bullet you have to be very precise with. So, like a master of their craft, you focus solely on it. You work hard in order to shape it, so that way there's no chance, so you can mitigate the risk of misfire and everything. As this is an experimental gun, and you're not sure exactly how well this is going to work because you haven't had any field application, but you do manage to get it to where you have 60 usable rounds. So if it misfires or anything, you at the very least know the ammunition won't be the cause.
Okay. Awesome.
Mhm.
Alrighty, that's your thing. Anyone else have anything they wish to do before you guys discuss where you want to head? Because you have 2 quests as well as an additional tag along with one of them.
Yeah.
I like to go find it.
Luna, she's with.
Yep.
Okay, you're going to the connoisseur area.
Oh, she's at the connoisseur area.
Yeah, she's been doing some odd
Of course
jobs.
she is.
Okay.
Of course she is. She's being a rogue, as we would call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You find her down there. You also find Ernesto down there as well in the bar area.
He has not met Ernesto, so he has no idea who that is.
For the out-of-game purposes of it.
Oh, I
yeah.
know.
Yeah, you got some thugs down there, but she's just counting some gold in a pouch. She probably just did a job. And or picks out someone.
You look busy.
Well, I gotta get money somehow. Did you need something?
Well, for starters, you know we have a very large sum of money back at... You know. As he, like, looks around. Like, I'm not gonna finish that
Roll a
sentence.
stealth check to see how well you did
Did you
that.
ever say that out loud?
I'm gonna be
that.
honest. I am tired, so I kind of.
I know,
kinda
but
didn't
I gotta be
realize
consistent
it
here,
for a
man.
moment.
Yeah, gotta be fair. Roll stealth.
25.
No one seems to hear.
Does it seem like anyone is looking around? Because I'm gonna be honest, my mind blanked out for a sec, and I was like,
Roll a perception check.
I am sorry, I just forgot for a second that
Fine.
We're about
the
to get
connoisseur's
robbed.
place was 24.
24? Alright, Alright, so the common thugs didn't hear, but you do see this guy, this goatee-looking half-elf. His ears did twitch a little bit at the sound of that. But that's all you see. So he probably heard.
Back at the fortress north of Cooper Town.
Repeat.
Armin goes, as he realized, he was like, I'm back at the fortress north of Cooper Town.
Roll deception.
16?
You have no idea if he believed you or not.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Uh-huh.
That was an out of game.
It happens,
up,
but
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm going to start enforcing those more, though. I've been pretty lenient, so I'm yeah.
Well,
But anyways, right. The fortress.
I wanted to know if you would like to get some food. To eat, Pop? If you are not busy.
Persuasion.
17?
Unfortunately for you, I already ate. Fortunately for you, I tend to have a bit of a sweet tooth on occasion.
Some dessert, perhaps.
As long as you don't melt it.
I did that one time.
She just looks at you like, yeah, we've never had dessert before, but I call bullshit that you've even had, that you've A, melted it one time, or B, you've had desserts in your life.
He has!
After the devilish stuff?
Point taken.
There we go. She just looks at you like, hey,
Would you like to go get some?
Might as well, since I'm going to be sticking around here a little bit doing some odd jobs. I'm also willing to look after your housing as well as your creatures while you're gone. Basically, out of game, this is my, hey, this is that way you don't have to worry about your critters stuff, save the ones you need for Utha.
Yeah.
You will not be coming with us.
Not this time, no. I am willing to stay here to establish more contacts with the Silent Whispers. At least that's what I've decided for now.
He looks down a bit. I see. Well, I will not. I will not say otherwise. I will not tell you anything. I would if you did, but he like mutters to himself. Alex?
Repeat.
He mutters to himself like, I would prefer you did, but
I really can't hear you, Macho Man.
I would prefer you did, but I
Persuasion.
understand. $15.
You making any pit stops along the way to Coopertown?
Fortress southwest of it.
Well, luckily for you all, those Yellow Jackets are on the connoisseur's shit list, as he likes to say. So, helping you take care of them might be beneficial to establishing some contacts here. So I'll meet you there.
Soft smile, he goes, alright. For now, we should let us go get some sweets.
Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
You guys get sweets. It's a nice time, for the record. That was just what I was
By the way, as he's passing by this goatee half elf, is he staring at all?
To your eyes, no. He's just sipping some tea.
Just sipping some tea?
Yep.
Bullshit.
It's up to you if you want to talk to him or not, because you would obviously have to drop Luna back here, so you can do so on your way back. He would still be there. He just seems to be reading a book at that point.
He sits down at that bar.
He's at his own table.
Oh, I thought it was at the bar.
No, he's at his own table. I probably should have clarified that, but he's just sipping his, he's just reading his book.
He gets a drink and he looks at Ernesto, just kind of stares at him for a moment.
Alrighty. About 30 seconds as into when you stare at him, I want you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
23.
Alrighty, you're taking half damage. And no, he isn't casting a spell or doing anything visually that you can see.
Okay.
Okay, you take 12 points of damage, cut down half to 6 psychic, as you feel something trickle down your nose a little, like a little bit of blood.
Ow.
He just continues reading, ignoring you.
Does it look like he did something?
Not as far as you can tell.
I was staring right at the fucker.
I know!
Yeah.
And there was no indication he did anything. There was no casting of spells. There was nothing. There was nothing that you could see with him that he could have done physically. No eye twitch, no nothing. That you could hear or see.
He's not gonna do anything because he doesn't know this dude. He just knew that this guy might have listened. But if that's how he's gonna be, he's not gonna do anything stupid right now. We will go back to the house.
Okay, you
afterwards.
just what? Do you even talk to him? Do you even try to get anything out of him? Because, yeah, how long do you stay there?
He goes, you know what? he's not gonna do anything, but he will go over to that table. He says,
Yep. Again,
mind
this is
if
what
I
happened.
sit mind if I sit
You
here
said
for a
you
moment?
said you already had sat there, so I'm assuming you already have.
No, he was at the bar. And then he
Oh, then in
goes
that case,
over.
yeah. Once you get next to him, that's when that happens.
Oh. Fuck.
And you are
Someone who was passing through and
so no one of consequence. Got it.
right. Never seen you here before. That or I might not have just been paying too much attention.
He just turns the page of his book, just not even giving you the time of day.
Wow, you really are one of those people, are you?
Roll me another wisdom save.
Is he subtle spell casting this shit?
Nope. You're assuming this is not a spell. Okay.
Not a spell.
Oof.
I don't think there's any
Your
way.
nose bleeds more as you take a total of 14 points of psychic damage.
Oh, fuck.
You're getting blood on my table.
Just wanted to have some conversation. If that is how you wish to be, then fine.
One does not converse with me. I have a purpose for them. Or you're simply an annoyance.
Well, apologies for trying to be polite. Walks away, mutters, asshole.
Still check that.
He doesn't hide it.
Do.
Roll me a perception as you're going home.
Good God, he's
29.
You notice him finger as you're leaving. You notice him like raise an eyebrow, and two of the thugs begin following you on your way home.
He's gonna cure wounds himself. First.
great. You're bringing some friends home.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, wipes the blood away, and then at some point he starts walking. He notices these thugs.
Yeah, actually, you recognize one of them. A human male, blonde with a bit of a goatee, as you recall, because you have, I believe you have the key mind feat.
Yes.
You barely remember this guy. You only remember him because he was flirtatious.
Oh,
Ginger.
It was this dude. It was the one that we first met along with Barish.
Yeah, the other
Right.
actually. Yeah. The other is actually. Give me 1 second, because I gotta go. Because I have a bunch of members here. I know houses. Alrighty. Yeah, where is he? Where is he? The other looks to be a rather bulky or half-organ man with a bit of a dull-down green skin with a bit of a mutton chop beard look to him with many tusks that looks like they are currently shade with the similar leathers and colors to Ginger. As you see with him hood up, this guy.
Dump. Hmm.
So yeah, what do? You notice they're following you.
At one point in the street, it's not like a back alley or anything like that. He stops, turns his head, as
You
he
s-
sees them.
They're hiding. They're not like confronting you. They seem to be following.
I'm
Garmin.
going to. I'm thinking. I mean, I still see them, right? They're.
Yes, you
They
still
may be
see
hiding,
them.
but I can see them.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna turn into an alley at one point.
You said that already, yeah.
Well, no, not an alley or anything. Was originally he was looking through the streets, not an alley, but eventually he does turn into one.
Okay.
He goes there and he waits for them if they decide to
Ginger will
do
pop
anything.
out. The half-orc gentleman will wait. Hey, been a bit.
Indeed.
Still see you have great eyes.
I still see that you are following me.
Can you blame me? I mean, have you looked in a mirror?
Well, care to tell me
Inside you.
why you have? Well, you care to tell me why your half-orc friend is doing the same?
Can we be up for a little experimentation?
Did you lose something? Because I am just trying to be on my way.
Relax, if you were ever here to jump, yeah. Shump over there would have already done it.
He turns his eyes towards Shump, who's probably hiding.
Yep.
Two-finger wave.
He acts like you don't see him. He's a bit new. He's a bit more serious on this stuff. Look, if that's all you're concerned about, we're not here to kill you.
Well, what are you here to do? Teach me a lesson?
You kidding? If I was sitting here to teach you a lesson, I used that lady to make sure you wouldn't kill me first. She doesn't mean that
His
as a
eyes
threat,
squint.
more as a
Yeah.
like, yeah, I would send her to kick your ass. I'm not dumb enough to do it.
Alright, why did your little goatee friend decide to send you after me?
Right-hand man to the connoisseur, actually. His name's Ernesto, and whenever
Oh, he cuts him off. Oh, that is him.
he only sends us to tail someone when there's a good reward. So we were just gonna see where you headed back home.
Yeah, no.
Hey, ain't personal, just business.
How about you go to a fortress a little north of Cooper Town near the mountain? You can find a fortune there.
You mean the Brass
Or something.
Collective stuff? Yellow Jackets took that. They were closer to the area.
He squints a little bit as his eyes turn towards Ginger. Did they now?
Yeah. And apparently it was cleared out by some mercenary group even after that. Apparently there was some kerfuffle that happened. Word on the street is that some group was hired by a half-orc from a foreign land. Apparently wore a weird funny hat and coat. Apparently he didn't come back. I know good to stay away from something that's sketchy.
Come on, one sec. I'm writing down some notes.
Take your time. Listen, you want to give the Coopertown fortune, or you want to give the Yellow Jacket fortune to the connoisseur, hey, you'll make him more of your friends. As for me, I know when to stay in my lane. Hence the whole not trying to teach you a lesson thing.
You can tell Mr. Ernesto that you lost me in the crowds.
Uh-huh. Problem with that is that he is not gonna believe that lie.
Sure he will. I'm decent at hiding away. Just like how I was able to. Just like how I am also good at spotting people trying to follow me. Looks back at Shump again. The two-finger wave to him again.
Right. Tell you what, I am willing to negotiate here. I can't come back without either being the hell up, and that's a prospect I definitely don't want to entertain. No, don't grin at that.
Damn, you read my mind.
If you can give me something to go on, something that would be better than whatever wealth you got, or at the very least might be implied to be, I can get him to act on it, and he'll forget about you, alright? Besides, your group's protected by the connoisseur so long as you're willing to help us take care of the Yellow Jackets, so it's not like he can really move against you without betraying our organization. That being said, he's been known to be a little sneaky, so give me something, and we can do this peaceful-like. Maybe we can even have a nice dinner. I'll bring the wine, you bring the sexing.
That is not happening. Give me a minute to think about this.
With
then,
your
if you don't
keen
mind.
mind, you remember that the Great Worm left. And no one knows you took their fortune.
There is. Alright, what do you know about a rather powerful being that lives in Morrington?
Gonna have to be a lot more specific. You talking the local governance, or are you talking something below the surface, so to speak?
You know anyone by the name Lashana?
Here she's a huntress there, apparently killed an adult red dragon, took its hoard or something.
Now, what do you know of her?
Drow, matriarchal, good aim. Never been myself. Jewelton boy raised.
He, looks around, gestures to come in closer.
He does so.
As he, whispers, he goes, and I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace just in case I do need to make a stealth check.
That would not apply here.
I mean,
That is for movement. That is not for whispering.
Well, it's for stealth in general, but either way.
The description of the spell says it covers your tracks, and it covers trails. So my ruling is that works for movement,
If that's
not for
the
secret.
case, then forget that.
Yeah.
He leans in. Lashana is actually a black chromatic great worm. That is how she was able to kill an adult red dragon. Word is recently she headed north and disappeared and has not been seen since.
Roll persuasion.
Her hoard is still there. From what we hear, her hoard might still be there. Fuck. Wait, I do have a DM inspiration.
Use it then.
Come on.
1.
9? It's better than a natural 1.
Not sure how much I believe about the dragon part, but you are saying she ain't around.
I have seen the inside of her home. It is filled with trophies of powerful creatures that she has collected.
That would sell high to the right buyer. And if she has that dragon's hoard somewhere there, then... well, that would be good. Alright.
Wait, okay. I have a question. We never disabled the acid trap in Lashana's hoard, did we?
No, you didn't. That's up to you if you want to mention it or not, though.
What do you guys think?
No. This is a you decision, bud.
Oh, God.
That's a you decision. What would Arvid do?
Yeah, what's up? One sec.
Would Armin tell them, yes or no? Need decision, man.
Alright. Armin goes. Who do you intend to send that way?
Not up to me, it's up to Ernesto.
Alright. You are lucky that I do not want to get on the bad side of the Silent Whispers, and that would include the Connoisseur. You will find a glass item on a pedestal in her hoard. Do not remove it.
Got it. Any
And
particular
what I
reason why?
mean, because the room will fill with acid, and
Oh.
anyone inside will die.
Persuasion.
17.
Good to know. I give that to Ernesto. I'll just, I can fudge where I got that from, but yeah. Plus, it would be nice to stick it to our rivals in Murrington. So yeah, that would be good.
Now, will you two leave me alone?
Yeah, I think we got a good deal. Come along, Shump.
I would like
He
to
just goes-
insight to make sure that he's not just gonna be
He's
like,
telling
yeah,
the
sure,
truth.
then we're
He's
gonna
telling the
fight.
truth.
Okay.
Alrighty. There you go, and you go on your way.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace, just in case.
Yeah. Oh, you're fine. I'm just gonna tell you that. Anyways, does anyone else have anything they wish to do before you guys decide where you want? Before you guys discuss where you guys go next?
Roderick would
Yes,
like.
actually.
Okay.
Sorry.
go.
I'm going to wait till Armin gets back, and then I'm going to drag him to Ethan and...
I'm going to say we're going to do that later because Richard just got a thing
That's
from
fine,
family,
yeah.
so yeah.
Yep.
That's fine.
Roderick would like to, in the courtyard of the manor, train Lonzel and Alora. Kind of
Animal
work with
handling
them.
check.
Oh dear. Let's see how this goes. Do. Faster. 12.
Alora, let's see, I'll roll for them each. Alora's actually becoming good. Like, at this point, she's basically a full-grown owlbearer, so she can actually be useful in combat now. Your Dragon Owl, though, just flops over again, wanting to play.
No. Lonzel, we have to prepare. We're going to be going back to Uther, and we need to be ready, okay? Seriously.
It nibbles on your
Serious.
fingers.
He's just kind of like. How do I want to do this? Jeez. Jeez. He'll pull out a thing of his rations and be like, "Hey, look at me, pay attention."
I'll give you another animal handling check.
Hoo, hoo, hoo.
It just immediately knobs on your hand, like...
This is not going to be easy.
It looks at you and then goes back to running around circles, like, hopping on Alora's back.
I'm guessing Alora's like being annoyed. Sister looked like, ugh.
They do look a little perturbed by it, yeah. But yeah, that's about as much as you can get today with Lonzel, unfortunately.
Yeah. At least Alora is in good shape.
You've been nailing the ones with Alora. The problem is, Lonzel, you just have been rolling bad.
Yeah. Well, whoever's next is next.
Richard AFK, so Renee, is there anything you wanted to do at all? Anything at all?
Give me a second, just thinking.
Because you actually will be gaining something today. You're actually gonna, depending on what you're doing during it, you will actually receive a message.
Oh. Okay. Rennie is going to go and look for name. Scroll. Rennie is going to look for Vidania.
You would probably find her in the Mages Academy. Like, she's usually pretty there. And because of your station, you're able to, like, see her pretty much without any issue. You run into a clerk who's a little like, yeah, how can I help you? Like, seems to be, like, the overworked, probably doesn't give a shit, but can't fire her because she has tenure sort of deal. But
Yep.
you meet her in her office. The Archmage's office, actually, is a very, like, like, it's one level. However, on the ceiling, there isn't really a wall so much as a starry roof with a observatory aesthetic to it, almost like a dome shape with moving stars and clouds above. In addition, there's many alchemic vials and artifacts, including a statue, a golden statue of a gold dragon on the corner with above head, over top, the skeletal remains of what looks akin to almost a demonic creature. Like, based on the stature and everything, it almost looks like it came from the lower planes of existence. The environment itself, it looks like it was made out of marble with pillars holding up and almost disappearing into that starry void in the ceiling with God, I'm just looking for the term. The area outside of a building where you look down, balcony. There's a bit of a balcony.
Okay.
I know you've seen the mini before, but just because I like to,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, you see the High Elven lady. She stands a good 5'4" in her mage robes attires. It looks like, again, she's an elder elf, so she looks like wrinkly, gray hair, and she appears to look up from her desk and be like, "Ah, Renee, it is good to see you again." That was the worst.
Vidania, likewise.
Am I better?
How are you
Renee,
today?
I am wonderful, and how are you?
Doing quite well today. Tell me, we spoke the other day during the party, and you said you were keeping an eye on a certain pocket.
Right.
Have you managed to make any discoveries regarding this?
I have, actually. It's not of the material plane. How familiar are you with the components of planar travel?
I am somewhat
Well,
okay.
to layman's term it, I guess. You need an artifact of the foreign plane or elements of magic tied to it to travel there. You need someone from the Feywilds or someone of Fey blood. In order to go to the Feywilds, you need a devil or devil blood to go to there, etc., etc. This originates almost akin to something of the ethereal plane.
Interesting.
What's more, I found when I used this item to scry, it wasn't for very long. Whomever this belonged to did not wish to be scryed upon. However, I found an unusual citadel made of creatures of gem. Not just the gemstone dragons, but almost akin to a amethyst tiger, if you would believe it. A worlds without humanoid. At least without borrowing this one person who I managed to briefly get a hold of, but whatever interest you have in this, it deals more in another plane of existence.
Hmm. May I see it? Just to give it a quick look over.
Be careful with it.
Of course. You know me.
She will hand you this. It almost looks like a partly oxidized pocket watch akin to yours. However, you notice the oxidization is appearing and disappearing at random areas, almost as if it seems to be renewed and biodegrading at constant intervals. You actually, as you touch it on your flesh, you even feel it scrape around and disappear as it happens.
Rene sort of holds it between his index finger and his thumb, sort of holding it up to the light, and starts sort of pacing around the room as he studies it.
Roll an Arcana check if you're not going to use any spells to see what you can do. Like what you can discern from it.
Okay.
21. You know that chronomancy is a very rare form of magic. Few people have the aptitude for it, as in order to really use it, you need to think of time less as a linear concept and more of a fluidity. You are probably amongst the most knowledgeable chronomancers in the country, if not even the world, due to your aptitude towards it. This is beyond you. This is insanely powerful chronomantic magic. You're not sure of the capabilities of this watch, akin from using it to use the planar travel spell in order to get to where from whence this came. But this is the best way I can describe it is theoretically the greatest of chronomancers can presumably, if time is a river, the greatest of them could theoretically travel to it. This is what you're seeing. Do you do anything with the watch?
Actually,
Like, do you click it at all?
yes. What Rene is going to do is he is like, as he's pacing around the room, he's gonna take a moment to face away from her, from Vidania. And as he does so, he is going to cast Wrist Pocket.
Okay.
And what he's going to do is he's going to sneakily tuck that little watch in his wrist pocket.
Sleight of hand.
Yep. And then hopefully try and sneakily replace it with his own pocket watch.
Alrighty.
Sleight of hand, please be good. Ooh.
She doesn't notice.
Okay.
You manage to do so, and you switch it out with one of yours. However, the problem with yours is that it isn't constantly changing material and biodegrading and repairing itself at the same time.
So, what he then does, as he's doing that, he is going to, I have a... Okay. Okay. So what he's doing is after he tucks it away in the wrist pocket, he takes his current pocket watch. And he's going to he casts animate objects.
Okay.
And he's going to basically animate his pocket watch to look as though it's sort of shifting and breaking apart, but repairing itself again.
Now, I will let you know, animate objects is a concentration spell, as is wrist pocket.
Yes.
The second you do this, the wrist pocket will end.
Oh, wait. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So, in that case, hmm. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doesn't have any,
Yeah, that's the problem with spells. They can be useful, but once concentration comes into
Yeah.
effect,
It becomes a problem then.
you can't really get a dual cast the thing. Before you, okay, like backtracking, did you want to cast Wrist Pocket now knowing that it is concentration?
So, instead of casting Wrist Pocket, he's going to attach it to his watch chain after removing the other one.
I'll allow the sleight of
Alright.
hand to continue for that.
Okay.
I'll be kind here. Just, that's your one
Okay.
slow freebie, since you're newer, but that's your freebie.
Thank you. And then what he does, tucks that in his pocket so it doesn't look like he's taken out his watch and stuff. And then casts animate objects.
Alright, you
onto
watch as the watch...
table.
Yeah, you watch as it does. This is creative, so I'll allow it.
And then what he'll do after that is, after continuing to inspect the watch, or quote-unquote, the watch, he's going to hand it back while it's still animated.
And... what are we able to tell?
Well, it's far beyond anything I can really make it out of. Very strong chronology, much more powerful than I.
Curious. I did all I could, and I couldn't even identify it with the bloody spell.
Give it time, I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Very well. She holds her hand out. I wish I could let you keep it, Renee. But this is dangerous.
I am well aware. And he hands his animated pocket watch over.
Because of how you're wording this, that's the only reason I'm not having you roll deception, by the way. If that is all, then I have a busy day to get to, as much as I enjoy your visits. She puts it back in a sealed container.
Ooh, sweating. Well, sorry to disturb you. I just wanted to take a look at it. Just see if there's anything that I could possibly discern from it, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to have a quick study.
Of course. If I find anything out, I will let you know. But this is dangerous.
Merci.
You head out?
Yep.
Alright, you do so with your new watch.
Woo!
That you just stole from her.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Nice.
Hold on.
You're dead.
Alright, Olympia, what do you want to do?
I wanted to go see Vidania and Elton with Armin.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Anyone else wish to join on this?
You're welcome to join. Anyone's welcome.
No one?
Celica.
I mean, Celica wasn't necessarily involved in this one.
Do you tell the others about this? Because, you know, this is sort of a you're leaving, so as far as I'm aware, it's just
Yeah.
you two. So unless you're seeking anyone out, you have to say you're waiting for the others to talk about this, or...
Armin will talk to, Celica and
Yeah.
Roderick, at least,
Rick
and
is going to help explain it. Please. To them.
that we're kind of telling the truth about how Morthos knew about Elton being
Yeah.
Captain Elton being an Inugami.
Yeah, Roger just because as soon as you come and talk about this, Roger's just kind of rubbing his head. He goes, "This is going to hurt."
This is going to end terribly for all of us.
Yeah, it's just a bit.
You do realize who she's gonna be mad at most, right?
She will be mad at all of us. Either way.
Mm,
Let's rip the bandages off already.
You guys go to their home in the evening, because that's when they're going to be there. You got directions. It's a very nice little villa type aesthetic. Think Italian. You knock on the door. You see this older gentleman with a bit of a clean-shaven look to him, wrinkled. With a bit of a balding look to him, but still enough to have some kind of hair thing, like a Julius Caesar style. He seems to be dressed in very fancy servant attire. With a bit of a black coat and a nice little tie, a little boat servant bow tie, with a bit of a white undershirt and vest with nice pants and shoes. Can I help you?
yeah, we'd like to talk with Sir Elton and Lady Vidania, if that's okay.
Are they expecting you?
We did set up a during the what
Party.
is it? During the party, we did say 2 days time, and it's been 2 days.
Yeah.
We were gonna speak with them.
So
Luckily,
technically, yeah.
luckily for you, the masters are in today. I shall escort you to them. They are currently near the dining area. We have prepared a feast for you. If you may follow me.
Thank you.
He begins to escort you all.
Who follows?
Yeah.
You may ask this gentleman any questions you wish. Like, you know, because it's a decent villa. It'll take you like a couple of minutes to get there.
It's a villa.
What's your name, sir?
Bernard.
Nice to meet you, Bernard.
Quite the home they have here.
I've been in service to the masters since I was but a young lad.
Oh.
I remember the days of the Morwood Priors.
Ah.
Yeah, this guy looks like he's probably in his like 90s. Just to give you an idea of the age.
He's a and you said he's a human.
Human.
So you have seen much.
I've had the luxury of caring for Master Vidonia, and when she married her husband Elton for quite some time, sir.
I see.
They ear-eyes at the door. May I present the wolf pack, Sir Armin, Lady and Duchess Sipia, former Sir Roderick, and Lady Celica. You see Elton and Vidonia, they look to be in a bit of more casual wear, though still relatively nice clothing. The dining table itself is a very smaller one than you were expecting. It's enough to fit all of you, with Vidonia actually sitting at the head of the table, with Elton sitting next to her. On her left.
Okay.
There are currently 4 open seats for you.
Roderick is way too nervous about the situation to sit.
Come, it is no need to be this nervous. My wife graciously let the table shrink to make this a bit more comfortable. Do you guys sit down? Who
Armin
sits next? Who sits next to Vidonia?
Roderick will.
Oh,
Oh
Alrighty.
Roderick's he's just gonna sit down, just
he'll sit
Breathe.
Armin will sit across from Vidania.
God.
At the foot.
Lip here will sit across from Elton then.
Right, you do so. Well, no,
sweating
Armin's
right now.
Roderick's across from
Uh,
Elton. Do you mean next to Elton?
Yeah.
Alright, you guys sit down. Very good. Now, we have prepared a nice casual meal for all of you. It should be out within 5 minutes to give way for casual conversion. I shall be in the other servants to return with the food. Adieu,
I'm
masters.
sweating right now.
How do you think I feel?
Vidonia looks at you. So, I will say it has been quite an interesting day. First Renee came to visit, and now this. You seemed rather vague at the party about the reason for this meeting.
Right.
We wanted to speak
Yeah.
about Morthos.
Jacob, you're a little quiet, bud.
Yeah.
Is this better?
No, you're still quiet.
Still really
You
quite nice.
mentioned before that he had succeeded in his goals.
He used something powerful against us.
He used a gem of arcane.
Armin looks at Lipia like, I wasn't gonna say that.
A
You're
gem of
There's
arcane.
no point lying to them about that.
Quite right. I wish we had known that sooner. Perhaps we could have devised a way to track such a powerful artifact.
We had not realized he had it until it was too late.
Roderick will message Armin in his mind.
Deception, because that ain't true. You guys knew about it on the
Yeah, but
second
they-
counter.
Yeah, let's say
Wait,
Roderick.
hang on.
What is-
I thought that he didn't have the gem until
He
the
did.
third
Remember
encounter.
the kids?
No, he did have it.
Remember the mountain and the
The-
kids? The whole
Can I
reason we
re-
got them
when
there?
okay, I'm sorry. Can I retract that statement then? Because it has been a very long time since that happened.
I will allow it just this once, but the rest of the conversation, this is going how you guys say it.
Okay, I apologize because it has been
Yeah.
40 plus sessions since that happened.
I will allow it, but this is your one.
Well, that's good.
Right.
Is this better?
Yeah,
No, you're still-
Yeah, I think
Yeah, a little bit, but like you're still quiet.
you're more clear though. But anyways, I wish we had known about that sooner. Perhaps we could have devised a way to track such a powerful artifact.
Right. Tracking.
In truthful honesty, the fault of this unfortunate series of events lies on me. I understand I do not control what I am, nor what my race is weak against, but were he not armed with a jade dagger, perhaps I would not have been used as leverage against my beloved here. So in truth, the failure is mine.
No. The failure is mine.
Ours, Roger.
It's
All of us.
entirely our fault.
But you weren't the ones. Allow me to speak, my friends. Please. And explain our mistakes.
They look at each other, then you. Elton, with one eye, and then it's like they nod.
As we were first dealing with the Brass Collective, two of our group was captured, and I, being a foolish man at that time, went with them into the custody of the Morthos. We were able to, I say we got out of our prison and they were able to escape, but I was unfortunately unsuccessful. And as you would know, Cambians have a special ability. And I was not able to fight it.
I see how that holds no relevance. Whatever secrets I may have garnered from you, the only one of you whom which I told was Lady Lippia here. So unless she told you, there was no reason for that information to have come from you. She swore to secrecy on it.
I don't think I ever told the party.
No,
unless-
you didn't, but remember the connoisseur, because of the mind reading, because of the doppelganger.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't tell anyone. However, someone did read my mind and did tell the party.
Who exactly knows my secret, then? Who else?
The con- the
His
connoisseur.
eye widened. You went off to the Brass Collective shortly after we met.
Yes.
So you mean to tell me that not only have you neglected to inform us back then of this leak of information, but that the head of the Silent Whispers knows it as well?
Yes.
Oh, this is getting so badly.
I know.
Yep.
It was bound to happen. We would have to tell them. We waited this long.
Did you ever even consider telling us that not only the connoisseur knew, but that this Morthos knew?
We didn't know Morthos knew until
I
after.
knew. It was my mistake for knowing it without knowing what I was supposed to not know. It was my doing for getting placed under his control and spilling secrets. The blame is mine.
Persuasion.
It's an 18.
And when did you tell them of this revelation? Was it before or after his visit? It was before.
It was before.
I told them before. It does not change the fact that it is my fault.
What else have you not told us about this before all came to be?
I don't think out of game. I don't think anything.
Armin, you know we haven't told them.
Hang on, I gotta check.
Oh.
Armin, you know we haven't told them.
Cody, you'll have to DM me because
I will say it out loud, Richard. Who completed the ritual? What completed the ritual to make Morthos what he is now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
We
Yes.
haven't told them that. And it is up
I
to
was-
you to tell
Armin
that.
Armin closed his eyes. I was the one that completed the ritual to make Morthos into what he is now.
I had wondered where you all gallivanted to so quickly after the attack.
Yeah,
When I said he used the gem of arcane against us, he used it against
Richard.
me.
there's something else we also haven't told
I
them.
know.
Why
Yeah.
haven't we told them?
The journal.
Oh shit.
You know, the, yeah. The Morthos journal.
I need to remember specifically what part of the journal you're referring to because
All of it.
there is a lot.
All of it,
All of
Richard.
it.
There's all of it. The last part of the journal. Oh, fuck. I just, I was, oh no.
And then there's
Remember, Richard, the last part of the journal describes
Yeah, I'm
someone
looking
else
at
who was
the-
yeah.
We don't have the journal anymore, do we?
You do. You never gave
We
it
still
up.
We still
do.
have that.
I do not want to be the one to say that.
That's up to y'all. This is already a bad situation. Celica, you're the one?
If we want to say it, then Celica would
We
be the one
have
to.
to.
Celica would volunteer to say it.
Right.
You want to tell them about the journal, guys?
If we don't tell them about the journal, it's just gonna
It's
gonna
gonna make
breed
things.
more.
It's gonna make things worse
It'll-
down the
If
line.
they discover it. However, keep in mind, this story is going to end pretty badly, because, you know...
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And-
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of pain and probably jail time, or someone's gonna be arrested. Something's gonna happen.
Then there is the journal of Morpheus.
His
Celica would go. We'll go through and explain everything that they have within that was within the journal, up to the very last part.
You have known this since your first encounter, when you told us that the situation was well in hand. You endangered not only myself, but my wife. All of this city.
We thought we had it under control.
You didn't! He slams his fist against the table. I am not mad of your honor, Roderick. Your actions were honorable, I do not fault them. But had you come to us, maybe... Perhaps we could have better prepared for the breach in security. You had months of this knowledge and yet not tell us. What say you in your defense of this neglect of information of security?
I have no defense, other than I was blinded by something I thought I wanted to be. But that is nothing but a facade. I will never be able to give a proper reason, a proper apology for what I have done. only in your eyes, you and your wife. May that be decided. I will take what comes.
Persuasion. Oh no. You better roll high, boy.
No. Unless someone has a DM inspiration. No.
Used mine.
I
None
don't
of-
have one.
I don't suppose I can help in this situation.
No.
No,
Just-
we can't
Unless
help.
someone has a DM inspiration, there's
The only way you
no...
can get the help action is if you're throwing Roderick under the bus, because he's trying to get the blame solely on him.
Can I have a possibility of messaging Armin and just saying just do it? Like just throw me under.
Here's the
It's fine.
problem.
I will.
You can. Armin
Here's the
never
problem.
would.
That's what I was gonna say.
Also,
Armin will never throw
And
you
Jacob,
under
I
the
assume
bus
you know.
like
Do you
that.
have Demon Inspiration, Jacob, at all? Because I don't believe you do. I think you used it last session.
Because Roderick would look at you guys like in the most sincerest face, just like, do it, just do it, because it's the only chance we have. And he's like, I'm willing. I have done a
Okay,
lot of fucked up things.
Also,
Someone.
Jacob, you were saying something? Jacob, hello?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you have any Demon Inspiration, do you?
I might have an idea
Well,
that isn't exactly throwing him under the bus.
what's your idea? Because I'm giving you guys one chance to talk about this before this is going.
So
I'm being honest, guys.
assume something pretty harsh is gonna come his way. No doubt they're gonna probably want him dead. So the best thing I could think of, as it stands, is maybe we can convince them to give him something else in the exchange that his punishment is being to live with this guilt. Because what's a harsher punishment? Because death itself.
They're not going to
As
kill
much
you
as I
guys.
I know he's not. As much as I would say that would be nice. If I'm being honest right now, just throw Roderick under the
Okay,
bus.
I'll be honest. Celica, I will
he's
give you
willing to.
one persuasion to try and save Roderick here, because I'll be honest, throwing him under the bus is not the answer. You may forward this in character. This will determine what comes next. I'm being generous with this one.
I'm gonna go me first.
Then. Actually, you know what? Actually, hang on a second. Can I be granted an insight to see exactly to try?
You may roll insight, yeah. You may all roll insight.
I would like to roll with guidance to see if Celica can't tell exactly what type of punishment would come his way. Insight, guidance. Oh man, natural 20.
He is not going to execute any of you. That would be a gross abuse of his power. Elton is an honorable man, but that means he upholds the law. He is not willing to kill you.
But we would face some type of punishment.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, this is a... Yeah, he is fuming. They are both betrayed. They both have a serious look of mistrust, and after Roderick's persuasion, it isn't just going to be for him.
No,
This
of
is
course.
for all of us.
Okay. Okay. So, we all know that throwing him under the bus is not the ideal situation.
No,
I
and
don't think
About this.
we should do that either.
I know something that I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna wait.
it's up to you. You guys have a minute to decide what each of you are going to try and say here, but I'm just going to say honestly, this is going to end well.
No, I know it's not.
We know it's not.
So, okay.
can we honestly say? That's the
Even-
question.
even-
Roger's made his attempt.
Go ahead, Celica.
For it.
even if we said anything, like, if we said that. Oh wait, no, that would be more. Unless if we could. No. Here's the thing. There really doesn't appear to be any way to really, like, stop what's coming to us. If anything, we could reduce the damage, but that's about it.
All right,
And
well,
even then, the damage is not gonna be a lot.
okay, I will say this. You may think of this, Armin, you had something to say? Say it.
Armin was like, Roger is right. We have no excuse for our neglect to inform you. We were fools, all of us, who believed that we were in over our not who believed, but we were all in over our head and believed that we could solve this problem ourselves. I do not expect, none of us expect, any sort of trust from either of you after this.
Persuasion.
I wasn't finished. We can only apologize and attempt to move forward and fix things. At least for me, you have my word. No more secrets from me.
Persuasion. I am choosing not to give you disadvantage, even though you probably should right now.
I know. 6.
No! He looks
I
at you.
know.
Jonathan Wellington told me you were of a fiendish nature. Out of respect of the noble Benjamin Morwood, who he himself was akin to like you, I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I am not a man for stereotypes. But you have admitted that because of you, this threat has loomed over all of us.
Say that last part, because you cut out for me. I heard because of...
But because of you, and you alone, you were the final key he needed, and you gave yourself without informing any of us. Even if I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, you... It's not looking good. No, it is not.
Last was die. by
Repeat,
someone
you
out
cut
of-
out.
Armin goes, the last piece was that he died to someone out of anger.
To your words, but that information has been lost to us thanks to the information you did not share.
No.
Has it not been convenient that this Morthos has escaped your grasp time and time again? How do we not know you've been colluding with him?
He has been trying to get me to side with him this entire time. I want nothing to do with him.
And yet everything that you have told us ties back to him. If anyone else says anything to say and try to alleviate this, go ahead, but you're rolling with disadvantage after the 2 fails.
I know.
Fair.
You have 30 seconds to decide who.
Someone speak, because it can't be Roger or Armin.
Between Lippy and
Sorry.
Celica, who is it?
Alright.
Celica, what's your persuasion modifier?
Oh, I mean, the persuasion modifier is a 2. There isn't a whole lot that can be said.
Libya, you should on.
We'll try.
If you have something.
Alright, you have a minute to decide what you're going to
Stop.
say here.
Something in mind, so I don't know if it'll do anything.
Go ahead.
All of this started because of me. You told me your secret. and I let someone into my mind because I wasn't strong enough to keep them out.
Persuasion with disadvantage. That's perception.
Oops.
Damn.
Fuck these persuasion checks.
Indeed, all are to blame here. I wanted to believe that you were doing good. But the gravity of this level. Surrender your arms now. You are all under arrest by the authority evoked in me by King Charles Morwood. You are to be imprisoned for the rest of your known days on account of conspiracy and gross negligence, on account of endangerment of an entire nation. You will never see freedom. Come quietly, and I may be persuaded, and you may be eligible for parole. Run, and you will know the full might of not only Juliton, but all of Zargan.
Fuck. Okay.
Also, Renee has that teleport scroll. I'm just gonna let you guys know right now.
Yep.
Is Renee's with us, I'm assuming?
No! You guys know
he is not.
he's gonna be somewhere else.
Okay. Fucking. Okay, we gotta think of something.
What about Warrington? We're the only ones who know about that.
And there's something else we know.
We're gonna have to.
He's not willing to listen.
He's
At this
not
point,
gonna listen.
the only way he'll
Yeah,
listen to
no,
you is from
no.
behind a cell. And again, the only thing about Orrington you guys know is the cult, and they don't. And Charles has decreed that it's not a threat.
Guys, we gotta come up with a game plan.
Look, as DM, I'm just gonna let you guys know. Give yourselves in, or run the fuck away.
I
Yeah,
know.
either.
That's our thing. Do we run
If
or
we-
do we
if-
turn ourselves
If
in?
we run away, we're gonna have to go to freaking. I would say we would probably have to go to Uther.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: we would be leaving all of the gold. We would be leaving a lot of money in.
don't
We'd be
Juliton,
leaving
it
our
would be hard to
money.
get.
We
It
Fuck.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right now.
We need to decide.
We. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I was planning on. I honestly was going to suggest we turn on the king anyway. We were going to be traitors either way.
Here's
We
the
need to
thing, like
decide
this.
if we're-
You guys can decide what you want to do. Like, in terms of like kicking Charles out, whatever. That's up to you. But
Question.
yeah,
Wait a minute.
yeah. Go ahead.
Who has the pot at the cottage house?
I
Armin.
do.
Why would?
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, shh. Because I've allowed it. Okay, I think I know what you're going with, Jacob, and that's actually kind of smart.
I mean,
Confirm it first.
Confirm it, mate.
What's your plan, Jacob? Because this might actually work, because I'm going to allow Anya to be here with a certain thing.
so I'll be straight honest. I wasn't even thinking on anything close to an escape plan.
I've been trying to think, and this is not gonna end well.
Here's the thing. There's something in there that
If you were thinking of that
Really,
goddamn
they
fucking
shouldn't.
gun,
is guaranteed they're gonna take everything.
They are. They very much
Chance
are.
Someone opens that up. You know what's left in there?
A lot of things that I don't think you guys want to lose. I'm just going to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially two certain swords.
Oh, wait, go ahead, Jacob, as well. Go ahead.
Hey, there's things in there that we shouldn't let anyone in any kingdom get their hands on.
Yeah, so it sounds like escape is your guys' option.
Honestly, This is gonna sound selfish, but like, unless we have another way of getting them out of there, Celica was gonna risk their neck, try to see if they can't get that cottage, transform into a bird, and get the fuck out of there until some sort of plan is taken into account, like figure out a way
Well,
to stash that
Let's
shit.
think of a plan.
Okay, let's.
I will
Sounds
allow
like
you guys
Alex
to
had an
plan.
idea.
Well, here, no, I'm not. I'm DM. I thought of saying, but you guys have to think
I
of it.
know. It sounded like you had an idea for a plan. I'm trying to piece it together. What the fuck it
Yeah,
might be.
but I'm not gonna say anything. You guys can decide. Renee, you're allowed to. You guys can out of game discuss this with your abilities. You guys can
Okay.
go. I will remind you. Anya has the cape at the mount back, so she can dimension door someone. That is all I'm gonna say.
True.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
This is a shitstorm.
If someone
We
she
knew
can-
this was gonna happen. We knew
If
this was gonna
anyone leaves.
happen.
Yeah.
So we have a dimension door option.
Yeah. We.
What does
also-
dimension door do exactly?
So dimension door allows you to teleport. I think it's 400 or 500 feet.
Yeah.
but she can only take one person with her.
Yeah.
That is the main
You can also
issue.
bring one willing creature. I mean, you were Jacob. What was what you were considering?
It's more well considering Celica has the transform abilities. The thing that really is the most expensive, the most valuable item that's on hand as we speak is the cottage because of what's inside the cottage.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Celica is willing to risk their neck to get that thing out of there and be like counted as a traitor, because if any kingdom or any civilian gets their hand on any of the contents within the cottage, that is something that can be very, very, very bad.
We're traitors anyway.
Yeah, but
And
there's a chance for you guys could possibly get on parole. On any
Jacob,
sort of parole.
when they mean by parole, it means like maybe months or years down the line.
exactly.
This is not like an
We
instantaneous
don't
parole.
have time.
Considering that Elton now is fully aware of Armin's devilish nature, despite previous benefit of the doubt. Are you sure that you want him to reveal that information to Charles?
Exactly.
And Charles just
We can't.
yeah.
We can't. We can't.
It sounds like you guys want to escape. Like that's the bottom line I'm getting.
Yeah.
Escape is your guys' plan.
Yeah, I'm just thinking we can't get into the fucking
Y'all can.
because
Like-
I'm just thinking Anya has dimension door, so she can get one person out. And what about the other because if that would be the case, there would need to be people that can escape without well, hold on. I have a stupid idea and I want to talk about it.
Okay.
As an idea.
Silica, you can wild shape into a bird. Correct. Armin, you have wings. Correct.
Yes.
Lipia, aren't you able to turn into a raven with your?
No, she can give herself
No.
wings for an hour.
I can give myself.
You
wings
can
for
have
an
you
hour.
have wings. You have flight. Escape.
Yeah.
If Roderick and Roderick goes with Anya and they use that dimension door and teleport 400 feet away, and then the rest of you guys fucking bolt with flight. I don't know if I would have to be fast enough. I have silence, so it could prevent Vidania from casting any spells and allow us to escape.
That's actually a good plan.
That
This is an idea.
bad plan.
It's not a bad plan.
Richard? Because if we can I would say we would have to find Renee, and of course, because he's got teleport, and we need to would need to teleport out of Zarden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have to teleport like to Uther,
Okay.
because that's gonna be our best place to go. Because unfortunately, we won't be able to deal with the Yellow Jackets.
So, what could be done with that cottage though?
Turns into a house.
It turns
I know
into
it
a house,
turns into
but
a house.
wait a minute. Wait a
You
minute.
mean-
Alex,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
It can people stay in the cottage when
Because
it's
I've
not-
allowed your animals to do it, my ruling on that would be yes, you guys can stay in the college by virtue of the fact that I have done it with your creatures this entire time, so yes, I would allow it by my own rules.
I
Oh,
have an idea.
put a bunch of us in the house,
Yeah.
and then collapse it.
Yeah.
Anya takes
Yeah.
the chest,
You just-
teleport dimension doors, and we get Renee and teleport to Uther.
We are in a closed space.
Yeah, we are in an enclosed space.
Does it say that it can't open
The
in the
ruling
space?
of a cottage chest is that if there is not ample space, then
It won't.
it remains locked and the action is wasted.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Alex, are we off? Like, how high are we off the ground?
I said this place was a single floor villa, so all you have to do is just run through the open area because this place has no windows. It's an open pathway. And I did say that the dining room
Okay.
was close to that pathway, so you guys can jump and get out.
I mean,
So this is my plan. This is an idea. Silence to prevent Vidania from casting spells. We run into that opening, have the cottage open up. We can jump inside. Does Armin have to be outside for it to?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
then, other than Anya and Armin, we get inside, collapse it, and then Anya and Armin dimension door.
I
How far is the
guys. I also want
What?
to count a spell.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Silence, just in case.
All right. So,
But
yeah. Continue, Cody.
and then we would need to get to Renee.
Which you'll first want to get out. But for now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys are comfortable going. So, order of action. Roderick, you wish to cast silence.
Yes.
As you do, you begin to strum your lute as, Elsa begins to charge toward you. Vajania pulls her hand to you as runes appear around these magical sigils as she tries to counterspell your silence. What level
I'm
is
gonna counterspell it.
She did it at base level, so her counterspell fails as you do it. It's silence. You see these screaming vistas of Elton. What do you guys do?
What?
Bolt
Shove back.
out.
Shove-
Sorry.
push back out away from the table and bolt.
Can I was gonna say, as I'm getting up, I was gonna see if Roger could flip the table in the, to cause another
Athletics
like, a
check.
distraction almost. Athletics check.
Can I?
That's a 31.
Yep.
31. Elton does not even have a... Go ahead, Celica.
real quick. Right, so how many people that are? So we have Vidania, we have
The only two combatants here are Vajania and Elton.
All right, I'd like them to make me a charisma saving.
Are you casting a spell that requires a vocal component?
Remember, silence is up.
No,
Silence is up.
it is a class ability.
Ah, then yes. Elton passes. Vajania fails. However, Elton's distracted by the table, so go ahead.
That's good. So, as this is going on, the lovely smell of chocolate cookies wafer the air. Vidania now has disadvantage on all attack rolls on creatures other than yourself.
Other than you. So, as you do so, Vidania is stunned by this as she tries to, say something, but the sound goes. And as Elton's about to charge you, Roger, you push the table into him, knocking him prone. As you guys go through the hall, you see Bernard looking, good heavens, as you guys jump through the villa, getting to the open square sheet. You have the chance. Armin, do you put down the cottage?
Yep, he places it down, yells paradise.
You do so. The cottage and Biggins. You guys, do you all rush in?
Actually, we haven't used the cottage since then, so is it different out of curiosity?
Yes,
Or is it just
actually.
a lot bigger.
You just see a door appear.
Get in!
Get
Swings
in!
the door open.
Everyone,
As
get
you
in
do,
now.
the cottage has been greatly expanded. It now looks like an entire cylinder of looks to be about 100 floors. This is now the spell.
Holy shit!
Yeah, this is Magnificent Manor. You know, the high level one.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Yeah, the one who
we-
may
we
want
get-
to arrest you now to do a huge fucking solid. Or you guys get in,
everyone,
except for
just
Arm.
get the
Yeah,
fuck in.
except for Armin, you get in.
Harmony slams the
Armin
door
and-
shut, screams
and-
paradise again.
Roll over.
And as you do,
Continue.
all right, as you do, Anya grabs you, and by the way, all your animals are in the thing as well. And she
Yeah.
poofs you out. You guys are near the city wall. The guards are there. They watch you and Anya appear.
They don't know
In fact, you
what's
guys are
going
near the
on.
exit near the graveyard.
The exit near the graveyard.
Yeah.
Armin is going to just walk with Anya out of the city, casually.
Boy, why are you leaving the city so late?
We have work to do.
Persuasion.
It's not technically inaccurate.
That's why it's persuasion.
My persuasion is 17.
Better than in the manor. He looks at you, they look at each other.
Alright.
Right, well, I suppose you are the protectors of Zorgan. They open the gate for you.
He's gonna send a message to Renee that says,
I would hold off on that
Uh,
because you're still within the city walls.
"Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna."
And actually, as you
make his
exit,
way out of the
you
city."
see the graveyard. Roll a perception check.
31.
You see Renee entering the tomb of Benjamin Morwood.
Fucking go to him.
Go to him.
Armin is going to give Anya the door. Tell her wait outside the walls.
No. You sure you want them to wait outside the walls where the guards are going to probably figure out pretty quickly what's going on?
Or it just okay.
No, just
Then fine, we'll go to Armin's gonna go with Renee before
All right. Do
Armin's
you
gonna
place
go
the door
find
down
Renee.
to let everyone else out?
yes.
All right, you do so. You guys all follow Renee. Renee, as you enter, you see along the pathway, you see the tomb where, here I can actually show you the map, where you see sitting, standing with a hand over his own tomb, so to speak, odd,
oh,
odd feeling. Benjamin Morwood.
oh, look at that! Look at that old map.
You see this
Hey,
grand
what about-
tomb with stone engravings, like it depicts elements of stuff. As you see.
Ew, gross. There's something on the map still.
Ew. Yeah.
I was gonna draw an X. I was gonna draw an X on it.
Where's it?
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Continue.
But
Yeah,
anyways,
we see Benjamin.
yeah, well, Renee sees Benjamin, and Renee, you hear footsteps behind
Oh.
you as you see the group hurry in.
Lovely to see you earlier. What are you doing?
No time to
We need-
explain.
Can't explain.
We need to go.
Really?
Leave.
You may hear what I want to say. You may want to hear what I have to say. You see, standing there again, Benjamin Morwood, hand over his own tomb.
What?
Fine.
What the fuck?
Yeah, acolyte. Remember the acolyte.
Yeah, yeah.
Acolyte,
Oh,
Broderick's just looking. Make it
Oh,
quick.
what?
We don't have much time.
please.
What did you? Okay, fine.
I told the truth.
Later. We told the truth, and now we're wanted criminals.
Right. So. Okay, Benjamin, what did you have to say?
It appears your friends get in trouble not unlike we did back in the day, running from authority. An odd sensation to feel nostalgia in one's own tomb.
Yes, how does it feel to be in your own tomb?
Odd in a way. Appropriate. I am not the man I once was, yet this is but an empty cask. I know. Believe me, I have made many compromising decisions. I have made my mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, I made the deal with Barrier in life in our revolution. The funding for our fight. All from her.
What deal?
Were I to have sat on the throne of Zorgan at the end, several territories in the nation would have fallen to avernus.
And you went along with that?
I did what I could to save the majority.
By dragging them all down to hell.
Not all. Only a few. But there is a way. I was working on a way to counter the deal before such a thing would come to fruition.
And how are you supposed to counter it?
I did not get the chance to, as my brother stabbed me behind. Now I do know.
How?
My deal with Barrier only can go through if she remains the power in Avernus. If she remains living and a devil.
Why are you telling us all this? Saving or killing her will break this deal. When previously you were so keen on working with her. Or for her.
Everything I have done, everything I lived for when I was but a man, even one with devil blood, it was for the betterment of my country. Now I want to make sure that I intend to keep that promise, to see Zargan get what it needs. I will not lie.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You intend to fulfill that deal.
No, I do not. I'm hoping you all can stop it.
What are you going to do?
I am going to return to my people a hero when my silent death attacks. By then, I expect you all would have dealt with Bariel. Whatever means you wish to seek it, I suspect you will have it done.
We have no means of getting to Avernus.
You do. And I'm not talking about simply the sword's ability to transport there.
What do you mean?
The Blade of Avernus can take you directly to its ruler,
Yes.
but to do so would be idiotic and foolish. You are far from ready to face Bariel.
We know, but
To go there as you are now would be
would be a suicide mission.
Exactly.
Yes, so how do we get there without being a suicide mission?
Destroying the sword places you in the random in Avernus. It drags those around you into the first layer of the Nine Hells.
He looks at the rest of the group. Destroying the sword.
Might be
Well,
an option. That might be another way. Maybe.
If that were the case, then we need to get to Uther now.
It is not so simple as simply dethroning her. You must find a successor as well. Avernus cannot remain unruled. It is the forefront of the blood wars. As bad as Devilkind is, I imagine they are much more charitable than the chaos and evil of regular demons.
Keep a balance.
Exactly.
And not replacing Bariel would be upsetting that.
In more ways than you can possibly foresee.
There was only 2 devils that I can think of that would be able to replace her. And one we cannot allow on the throne.
Exactly.
No, I imagine you cannot. Now, I will be willing to help you. To serve as a guide in the Hells.
In exchange,
When my silent death attacks, you help me save Zargan. Let me take care of Doc. You may kill my members as you see fit. I shall ensure that you will not be hunted by the powers that be. They would not dare to refuse a request from the resurrected hero.
and what? Then you kill Charles,
I will not need
and
to.
what?
You know the cult is coming. And you know that Charles will never, especially now, never.
Action.
Repeat?
Take action.
Exactly. He is fated to die. To be honest, I don't know if I can kill him. There's a part of me that wants him dead for his betrayal, yet there's another that doesn't, sadly.
He's your brother. I kind of get where you're coming from on that.
What you
If
do
we
with
allow-
yours is none of my concern.
Benjamin, if you allow the cult to destroy Charles, it will destroy all of Zargan with it.
Not all.
But most.
Just Julitin. Believe me. I will do what I can to keep the fight here. I imagine when the Goliaths are in of it, they will fight. But it will be up to you to make sure that we have 3 nations on this front. You cannot stop the cult attack. All you can do is prepare for the after. Even I, the returning hero, am not king. When the dust settles and you all deal with the cult with whatever allies you may find in the months to come, I shall ascend to the Julitin throne and I shall rebuild my nation.
Under what rule? Will you be any different from Charles? Other than deciding to take action when necessary and unnecessary?
You of all people should know that being a devil does not dictate your nature.
But I would never make a deal with Burial in the state she is in.
No. Why do you think I never intended to follow through on my end of it? I did what I had to in order to make sure tyrants would not rule. But
Is there a need to insight with any of this?
that's up to you, but I was going to say, if you need to judge my character, then look to your gnome companion. Rene was part of my revolution. Among all of you, he knew me in life. He can tell you the man I am. The man I was.
Fuck it. A man who is willing to wipe out entire groups of people just to be able to get rid of something.
If you're referring to the court, you tried to convince Charles? You see how well that went. What makes you think he would
No.
listen to me?
I'm referring to when you said that the Wellingtons and all the others who will cause problem for Zargan, that you wanted to wipe them out.
And if I had, do you think Natomi would have been released?
No, but there was a different path.
The Wellingtons are dead. I no longer need to
No.
execute their kind. He doesn't know.
No, don't say anything, please don't.
God, I gotta roll wisdom save for this. Like,
Oh no.
Oh,
It's
no.
fair. It's fair.
That's fair. I'm gonna hold an action.
It's up to you.
I set the DC at 15.
Okay. What do you do, Selka? What's the action you're holding?
Okay.
That's the wrong one. One moment.
Un momento, por favor.
I'm gonna hold action, hold person.
On Roderick?
Yeah.
That's
Or
fair.
Roderick.
You see Roderick about to speak. Your spell goes off. Roderick, roll wisdom save.
Ah, you're a fucking whore. 24.
You pass. So, Roderick,
can-
you didn't declare held action.
Shit, I was going to say, shit. Never mind. Shit.
Roderick, you say this aloud. Go ahead.
I saw it. I saw everything that happened, Benjamin.
Then tell me, who was it who struck first between me and my brother? Had I enacted any of my policies?
Roderick.
Your brother saved you from that shot.
No, other way around.
That was
Benjamin
meant-
saved him.
Oh, you saved your brother from that shot that was meant to kill him.
And he stabbed me in the back in return.
You were going to kill hundreds. Neither one of you was right. Neither one of you was wrong either. But there was a different way of going about things.
Perhaps you were right, but I never got that chance, now did I? Again, if you need to reference my character, Renee, tell them the man I am.
After all the things that I've heard since your supposed death, I'm not quite sure who the man I knew was.
You told me about your sister. If you had to make a deal with the devil, If you had to betray everyone you knew, keep secrets from them, in order to get her safe, tell me you would not do what I have done.
Well, it is true that I've been working my entire life to find out what had happened to her. And what I what I wouldn't give to find out. And if I could only find a way to take it back. But if that meant killing people, if that meant slaughtering people, I'm not a strong person. I'm weak. I'm small. But at least I have my brains and knowledge to find other ways of doing things and going about things that don't involve unnecessary murder or slaughter of innocent people.
Trust me, I never slaughtered anyone. If Charles had given me the chance to talk, perhaps this would have played out differently, but he did not, and here we are. Love is the death of duty. You do not know what I have endured. You have no idea how long I was in hell before I was given a chance to return. And even now, I am doing the best I can to provide you all the chance to prevent that deal with Bariel from coming through. Do I want Charles dead? Yes. Do I know if I can do it? No. But we all know in this room that he will never, never do anything against the court. He will never listen to you. He will never listen to me, no matter what the people may think. I am giving you a chance to save these people in Zargan who were originally to be damned to the hells, to counter the deal with Bariel. I have warned you of what destroying the sword would do, even if you disagreed. Is that not even worth consideration, that what I may say, no matter how cruel or callous, has not some merit?
It does have merit. But this is still people, innocent people. Yes, you were wronged, but this isn't the right way to go about it either. Benjamin, I'm not saying you're wrong, and we can't say Charles is wrong either, but what if we say we might have a solution?
To the cult problem? Out of game, this is me.
Not to the cult problem, but to after the when everything's said and done.
And what would that be?
The kingdom still needs a king. And if I may be honest, right now, neither you nor your brother are right for the throne.
So do you
Working
suggest
together.
coup then?
Yes, I am, yes.
And who would you have on the throne?
None of us. Someone in the... Okay, before I say this, out of game,
Are you about to say Ethan?
I want to say Ethan, yes.
I don't know if it's a good idea.
You also have Renee. He's a noble. That's
That
if we,
is
That
true.
that is true.
not to throw you under
That
the
is
proverbial
true.
carriage,
Yeah.
Matt, but you are technically a candidate here, Your Majesty.
How about that?
Oh
Renee
no.
Renee would probably be a better choice, honestly.
Yeah.
It would stick it to his dad,
Ah,
or
what
it would
do you-
stick it to that fucking one dude.
Oh,
That is true. That is
the-
true.
That's just me out of
Okay,
game,
okay,
game, like
guys,
pettiness.
let Matt speak.
That the bold bastard, that's all I was going to say.
Yeah. Any candidate you pick will result in civil war. There will be those loyal to Charles because he is a revolutionary hero. There will be those who wish for change, if you're lucky.
What if we pick someone who is both a revolutionary hero and someone who would bring change?
Then you risk dividing the nation on the verge of a draconic attack.
However, this is for an after talk when the attack's sorted.
When the attack's sorted, they're going to look for the next successor, which will be a 9-year-old boy. Grieving the loss of his father, who will be tugged and turned by those with their own agendas of nobility.
No,
A child incapable of
we're
doing
not.
anything.
We're not going to allow that child to be put through that. I was thinking of Renee.
What?
Renee?
Nani?
Renee was part of your revolution, was he not?
What say you, Renee? Do you wish to
I'm-
sit upon the throne of king?
I
How
am
are
just
you doing this?
merely I'm just merely a musician, a watchmaker, a simple nobleman. I'm not king material.
And there you have it. Your only options are divisiveness or to allow a boy to be torn and pulled until he's but a set shell with a lingering flicker of a soul. I am not saying my heart weeps for those who will die. But if the deal with Bariel is null and void, there is no risk to me being in the throne. And if I sit, better me than the boy be destroyed.
Right then.
Do you intend on changing from what you were for Charles?
The Wellingtons
intend
are
to-
all dead.
Do you intend to snuff out anyone with similar ideals, including everyone in their families?
The Wellingtons and their allies are dead. You also to that. The only one left alive is slated for execution. I have no need of it. I have no need to execute anyone. I promise. Zargan will be rebuilt stronger. But like it or not, I am your only option that does not divide the nation further.
Can I insight to see if he
Yeah,
is
I
lying
was
at
gonna
all
say.
about
Yeah.
rebuilding Zargan stronger without relying
God,
on
no! Oh no! Oh no!
what? Roger,
We will
oh no,
make
what?
Zargan great again.
Oh,
God damn it!
Oh,
I'm rolling
damn
with
it.
guidance.
Does he
Alrighty, what are you trying to insight?
about rebuilding Zargan stronger, or if he actually does intend to like bring Zargan down to hell with him?
You roll insight.
No.
Natural 20.
Armin. He's not putting all his cards on the table, obviously. However, he is not lying about the thing with Bariel. His deal with Bariel is null and void the second, the literal second, she's no longer a devil or dead. He is honest in his claim to make Zargan better, stronger. That is all you can read off of this man.
How do you intend to make Zargan stronger?
As he like
Just straight face stares at him.
For starters, I will tell them the truth of my brother.
Even if you are a revolutionary hero, will they all believe you?
Who will they believe? A dead man who led them to ruination by his own arrogance. Or the returning hero who helps rebuild their nation.
How else do you intend to rebuild them?
They will be stronger, more able to
How?
accept the cruelty of what is to come.
How?
Because they will see the harshness of what has come and what is yet to be.
In what other ways, Marwood, besides just telling them about your brother? That will not be the only thing that makes them stronger.
You're right. They'll be stronger because they survive.
I want to insight possibly just to see what he means in terms of surviving. If he has another plan up his sleeve that would incorporate more destruction to make him seem like a better than just the attack from the Silent Death.
Okay, just from that.
Or insight in general. I mean,
Again, you roll it, let's see what we get.
16.
Listen, the best way, he's not putting all his cards on the table, because of course he's not. Devil. Here's the problem. Other than Silent Death Attack, to make its grand return, the sad reality is that there is no way you can convince Charles to prepare for the cold attack.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing about this. We can't make him prepare for that attack.
The attack.
If we...
Especially not
Yeah.
now.
The
No.
only way obviously he is hiding more things than meets the eye, and you're not sure what. However, he doesn't really have there's no purpose in another attack in order to make Zargan stronger and its people more resilient. There is no real purpose. They'll survive 2 deadly attacks, and they're going to turn to him. What more does he need? To make the city trust and believe in him when he is going to be the rebuilder.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
As far as you can tell with your insight checks, yes, he is clearly hiding stuff, but you can't discern any technical lies from anything he has said.
Oh, I know, and that's the worst part about devils is that they, like, you can't tell that they're lying because they're not lying. They're just twisting the words to make it.
So,
seem
for
like...
all you know, he could be planning a genocide, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna have my knights replaced with devils and kill everyone. just as likely, he might want to become the immortal ruler of Zargan. Or maybe he's being honest and wants to see Zargan better. You
Yeah,
can't
I don't-
tell.
Never trust a politician.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what? That's the best way to put it. He's a politician. He's twisting his words. There is nothing you can read off of him to gain exactly what he is intending, other than what he has spoken.
He is not a crook.
Do you intend on bringing other devils into this at all?
You are very paranoid. I promise I will not bring devils in the material plane when I'm king.
And you do not intend to attack or
I will not turn them.
defend until what we need to do is done.
The Knights of Zargan, when they're under my command, will not target innocents.
And what of Bariel?
That is up to you on how to deal with.
Will you wait?
You all have no choice but to go to Uther now. I suspect this will be dealt with soon. I do not plan on unleashing my silent death upon the city until the matter with Bariel is dealt with. In what manner you wish to do it is up to you. I care not. But ask yourselves this. Why would I tell you any of this if I did not intend to save Zargan from her wrath?
I hate to say it, but he's got a point.
You did not even know about the deal until I told you, after all.
That is
So you
true.
could gain something from it. Saying he could gain something.
Oh, definitely. It's just you guys have to figure out what he's trying to gain. Like, that's up to you to figure out. But he looks at you, Armin?
Yeah.
You do know what happens if she is gone, or if whatever you intend with her, right?
I can make a few assumptions.
Your parents would be able to enjoy the afterlife, for one. She would no longer be keeping them in Avernus.
I know.
If she were to somehow return to being a Solar, you might even lose that devil blood you detest. Killing her even might make you a normal man.
Frankly, I could care less about what I become or what happens to me.
He actually gives you a soft a smile at that, which disturbs you because it seems genuine, so that's why it disturbs you. Good. You have
That's
finally,
fair.
you have finally begun to learn. But what say you? Will you allow me to be your guide in Avernus? To guide you to those who may be more stable than the likes of Athudan, and whoever else you may fear.
You shake this pole.
Before we go, have you been to Avernus in the recently?
I have to report to my mistress, yes.
Ew.
Do you know of any... Do you know of another devil? Multiple horns, black hair, wields
Your new second.
What was his name?
Morthos.
So you do know him.
I know of him. He has killed and imprisoned a demon lord upon Zariel's base, and he has taken his hammer as a trophy. That is part of how he rose to second and how her former second was outcasted. He is not dead.
Almost second.
Bell. You may all roll religion checks on that name.
I believe that Armin actually does know about Bell.
I will
That's
let
why
you
he's
roll with
in this too.
advantage, just in case. Celica, you know.
Religion check, was it?
Religion.
19.
Yeah.
Audric had big brain.
Alrighty, and Lipia.
I'm looking. Okay, now go.
Bell is a powerful archdevil who once was the former Lord of Avernus. He oversees the Forge, and he was actually Armin. Armin, Celica, and yeah, basically everyone but Renee. Sorry, Renee, you got one below what you need for this one. He's the one who created the Blade of Avernus. According to local history and what people have been able to gather, the two fucking hate each other to the point where they legit only don't kill each other because the god of the Nine Hells apparently wants them to still exist. Like, he doesn't want either one dead. They each have a use. Bell is the Forge Master, though.
The Forge Master.
Exactly. He was replaced when mortals proved his worth more than a simple man of arms. Not to underestimate Bell. He is a mighty devil. His greatsword has killed many.
That more than man of arms is the one that cannot sit on the throne. Because he does not follow the ideals of even the twisted words. He goes back on it. He may be a devil, but he is as ruthless and manipulative as any demon that he has killed.
I met him once. There was a certain aura about him. If you do not wish him to rule, then you may wish to find another candidate. And I doubt you wish it to be Atudan. If you want someone who can hold power, I would recommend a Pit Fiend, or Bel himself. I would be so inclined to take the throne if my ambitions lied outside of Avernus. But regardless of what you choose, do we have a deal? And for the sake of your conscience, I shall not entitle you to a contract, nor will I have you shake my hand.
You slay the Udak, and we face the rest of your silent death.
Along with the gods, of course. The destruction of Julitin by the hands of the Silent Death is not my endgame. It is simply to make my grand return, nothing more.
He said it's to make his grand return and nothing more.
Yeah, in terms of Silent Death.
I feel I have to insight. I can't. The thing with a lot of these is that you can't trust them. You have to take everything they say with a grain of
Trust
salt.
them.
I mean, to be fair, this is a sneak peek of Avernus, because keep in mind, you guys had to put someone on the throne, and you're...
Yeah, no, I know shit.
Libya, why
22.
wouldn't you trust him? No, I'm kidding.
No,
Oh.
I don't.
Honest,
22 for Armin.
the Silent Death is not his endgame. All the Silent Death is a means for his return.
Unless if it's world domination. Or power, complete control over Zargan.
Yeah, I mean, he wants the throne, obviously, but yeah. I mean, keep in mind, he isn't beholden you to a contract, so I'm just gonna say this as the end. There's nothing that says you can't eventually take care of him once he gets the throne.
Yeah, but by that point, he's probably gonna be far more powerful than us, and we can't really do that.
In terms of politically, he's already a devil. Those fuckers kind of have a hard time gaining more power, unless they make deals, and he's not making one with you. But again, as far as what you have asked on the insights, I will tell you this. He does not intend to double-cross you with the Silent Death. They are meant to be lambs to the slaughter to make himself appear the hero once more and make his triumphant return to the people that idolize him as this revolutionary legend. It'd be akin to a Che Guevara came back to life in Cuba.
Get into a jet.
Armin looks at the rest of the group.
We do not have many options right now.
We really don't.
Mm-mm.
If it helps, I promise not to backstab you when you... or try to kill you the second I get what I want. I will not make you fugitives of Zargan again, nor will I pursue you or exile you from my nation.
Did you intentionally catch yourself there, by the way, when you were like, I don't intend to backstab you when, and then you call yourself, or was that you out of game just for my...
That was me
for
out of
my
game.
question? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
If it helps, I will put it in writing. Us devils are beholden to our contracts, the same as our mortals. I doubt you'll want this option, but I am willing to at least give you that security.
We can think of that in time.
Yeah.
We do not have much right now, given what has happened.
He grits his teeth.
Fine. We will help you.
I assume you do not... I assume you... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hmm?
I wasn't gonna say
No,
anything.
Renee, I heard Renee.
Alright.
All I said was very well.
If it had... I would present you a contract, but I imagine you would prefer to forego such formality.
Yes.
Yeah.
In this instance, yes.
Understandable. I shall await you in Avernus, though I cannot promise I will find you right away.
It's fine. I'll find you. Just make sure my brother's fine. That's all I want to ask.
Whether he lives or dies is up to you. I promise you he won't die by my hand.
That's fine. Thank you.
When we get to Avernus, before we get there, what should we know?
You seem to distrust these mortals, yes?
What?
Don't use sending or messaging require telepathy, akin to message. He'll know, as may any other archdevil in Avernus.
Right.
Also, when you do go down, you may make a deal with such archdevil to rise again before your fate is sealed. Be careful of whom is whispering in your ear, however. Some may want petty favors, while others Need I say, on the cunning and callousness of my newfound kind.
You want more?
Exactly. If Bear listens, he may be willing to talk. That is up for you, however. Oh, and your spells may be slightly altered in Everness, appear more infernal-like. They will not stab you in the back, however. They are still yours to wield. They just may be more unsightly. Case in point, Renee, your Bigsby's hand may become a bit more of an infernal claw.
Well, I guess I'd better get used to having barbecues.
I'm glad to see you.
Barbecue.
I shall leave you be now. He's about to go away. If anyone wants to ask you anything else,
What about Avernus itself? A place like that, it changed Bariel. Even if it did take many, many thousands of years.
avoid the blood of demons. The Icar rivers will undoubtedly cause some level of corruption.
Right. Thank you.
What do you get out of all of this? Really? It has to be more than just out of the kindness of your heart or a throne.
I will not claim this is all out of kindness. I was a man with dreams and ambitions. I saw a path forward to my nation that I thought I could bring upon a new age of peace and prosperity, only to have it robbed by the one I trusted most. So I will not deny that there are feelings of revenge to that family. I simply wish to see Zargan get exactly what my vision entails. And now that the Wellingtons are gone, I need not kill them myself, or their family.
If there is something that incorporates destruction, not everyone in Zargan deserves it.
No, they do not. Trust me, by my hand, no one will suffer, and there will be no destruction there.
Or anyone you command.
I already promised you my knights will not attack the innocent.
That's not all you would have under your command now, is it?
No. You'll kill the rest of those who are.
Well, I'd still like to hear those words. Comfort and whatnot.
Very well. Those under my command will not give harm to any of the people of Zargan.
Thank you. That's nice to hear. Well, we really need to go. It's not safe.
Yes.
I shall leave you be. He teleports away. You're not sure if he plane shifted or teleport. However, you do hear the sounds of metal boots coming in, singular.
Renee, teleportation now.
Wait,
Yeah, okay.
You want
where-
Renee to do it?
Where?
is it Ethan that's...
You
shit,
don't know.
no.
You don't know.
Actually, just like someone, Roger's like, give me the scroll. I know where we
Roderick,
need to
it's
go.
not you.
Give me the scroll.
Wait, Ethan?
You see sliding over the ledge. You see Ethan looking over.
I very slowly hand over the scroll. Not,
Roll
not
sleight of
anything
hand.
contacted.
Roll sleight of hand, see if you can hide it.
Hide what?
Exactly.
Roll.
Roll sleight of hand, Renee. He
Uh.
looks at it. He looks at all of you, and then he looks at Olympia. Closes his eyes. Breathes in, breathes out. Looking deep, contemplative in thought. Then looks at you. Go. Hurry. Do not fall behind me.
Renee, I know where we need to go. Hand me the scroll.
I hand over the scroll.
And Roger's like, get in close, bring it in.
Does anyone say anything to Ethan before
Ethan. We owe you.
Here you are, lives. More than that. Thank you.
Of course. I'll never do anything else.
Merci, mon ami.
We will see you again.
We.
Why are you helping us, Ethan? We're
I'm gonna roll a check.
criminals.
Did he hide his feelings?
Okay, he's gonna do something. I need to do anything.
Okay.
C'est fait de coup de grace, as Renee would say.
Just DM me the response. Ethan walks up down the stairs to you, Olympia.
Yeah.
And kisses you on the lips.
Yes!
I kiss him back.
Yo.
He looks you in the
The ship
eyes.
has sailed!
He looks you in the eyes. Surely you must know it's been all for you. Now go.
Olympia, we need to go now.
Right.
And Roderick will bring everybody in. Open the teleportation scroll and we'll think of the basically the main plaza of Ogmont's clan. Remembering every detail.
Alrighty, roll me a d100.
Tee. Ready, guys? Let's go party. 40.
40. Because you have not been there long, because I gotta go with the rules of teleport, I'm gonna say that you are... I'm gonna say you've seen it casually, but you're not very familiar. You never did any exploring.
Yeah.
As you close your eyes, you find yourself in the desert as you open them. However, you're not near Ogmok's temple. In fact,
Fuck.
you see a wyvern fly overhead to the nearest clan. And that's where we're getting tonight's session.
Okay.
Oh, we're halfway across. We're on the other side. Fuck. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It can get there. We can get there.
We are halfway across
Alrighty.
Luther.
Take care, everybody. See ya.
Goodbye.
What?